right, gentlemen, this is for the championship of the world. We've been through all the instructions. It's a tough, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Any questions from Mr. Holmes or his corner? Any questions, Mr. Holyfield or his corner? Let's get it on.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Jim, the odds going into this fight were about 4.5 to 5 to 1 in favor of the champion. In my book, if I were making the odds, I think the odds that Holmes has to overcome is closer to 100 to 1. The question is, can he make a fight of it? Can he give us a good show?
The bell for round one. Holyfield told us yesterday that he wants Holmes to come to him because he feels his best offense is counterpunching. He does not want to swarm and attack and pressure Holmes, as some people believe he should. But that's what got him in trouble against Bert Cooper. And if you saw Holmes Mercer, you know that Larry would like to stand on the ropes, position himself in such a way as to invite Holyfield to come to him and use the jab to score.
Already established that he's going to back and move backwards. And that's something Holyfield is going to have a hard time dealing with because he is a good counter-puncher.
Larry Holmes is one of the best of all time at fighting while moving backward, isn't he, George?
And his feet are planted well. He's not going to have any problems doing so. Holyfield should hit him hard and move backwards, make him come. Make Larry come to him.
Holyfield trying to establish the jab. He didn't use it much against Cooper. He has been told that he must use it the way he did against Buster Douglas to be at maximum effectiveness. Larry Holmes cocks and fires a right hand, but it was a little short.
When you're older, you try to hit the younger guys hard to make them come. And that's what Larry's trying to do.
Holyfield's looping right hand was slow and late. First punch to the body is a right hand to the rib cage by Holyfield. And you have to wonder how well Holmes will be able to take it to the body if Evander gets there. Holmes wincing slightly as Evander gets to the rib cage with the right hand again. Not many combinations in round one. Holmes landing almost exclusively with the jab.
That canvas is going to have a lot of effect. It's hot. And as the night grows on, if you move around a lot, the heat is going to draw from your leg.
And of course, Holyfield is regarded as one of the best conditioned heavyweights of all time, and Holmes' age and weight speak for themselves.
Got Holyfield following him around the ring already, so he's at home. Does it in the gym with sparring partners daily.
Temperature at ringside, 88 degrees right now. Both men have worked up a healthy sweat as round one wanes. Bill's Lane telling Holmes to keep his punches up.
Holmes has been hurt by a left hook.
And Holyfield misses one right there. Right hand by Larry Holmes. His best punch of the round right at the end. Only 24 punches thrown by Holmes in round one, probably not enough. He needs to throw between 40 and 50 to be effective. Against Mercer, he landed nearly 2/3 of the punches he threw. Holyfield is, to say the least, a more elusive target.
Holyfield is playing the puncher in this fight. He's trying to land one shot as though he's the bigger guy. That won't work.
Well, Holmes has found the corner he likes. The question is, will Evander be able to get through Holmes' defenses and make him pay for standing still in a corner? And Evander starts working to the body, something Mercer didn't do.
Holyfield has not yet been the kind of fighter who can be effective when the guy against the rope. He needs leverage and room.
Good right hand by Holmes, two good left hands by Holyfield. Evander starting to land the left hook inside. And there's another. And Holmes comes with an uppercut and a right hand. And briefly stuns Holyfield, but Holyfield comes right back to the body. kicks to the body. Holmes looking to get the uppercut in, and he lands one. Uppercut landed again. Holyfield backed up for a second, now comes right back. Evander looking for the left hook up top and the right hand to the body. And he's landing both. And Holmes is landing the uppercut and the right to the body in return. Low blow by Holmes. He got away with it and set up an uppercut with it.
Holyfield is a fish out of water fighting that kind of fight. They should tell him to step back, bring that man back to the middle of the ring.
Holyfield is constantly under criticism in his career for being easy to hit. And Larry Holmes, whose right hand looked woefully slow against Michael Spinks 6 years ago, is landing it tonight against Evander, just as he did against Ray Mercer.
He's already planning his defense, Larry has. So when Holyfield throws, he's hitting right on the defense.
Now Holmes looking down at George Foreman as if to say, see, I told you, George.
Larry Holmes' eyes are wide open.
Left hand by Holyfield, two right hands by Holmes, and again, Holyfield backs up for a second. Holyfield is proving easy to hit once again, just as he was for Cooper, just as he was sometimes for you, George.
His corner should tell him to back up. He's champion of the world. You got nothing to prove.
Both fighters scored a lot in that particular round, fought exclusively in the corner just above us. Now as round 3 begins, Holyfield is back in the more comfortable environment of the center of the ring. But can he keep Holmes there?
It's 1974. I'm heavyweight champion of the world, and I'm trying to take it from Muhammad Ali by following him around the ring. Seems that Evander Holyfield is having the same complex.
So you see shades of the rope-a-dope in Holmes' strategy.
That's correct. You're a champion of the world. Let the other guy take it from you.
Holyfield is using his jab more in this round, as Georgie Benton, his trainer, instructed, instead of just winging punches. And that is a more effective strategy when you have a fighter on the ropes.
Well, there's got to be an enormous temptation against the stationary target to just go in and wail away the way Evander did in round 2.
That's right. Larry is taking 1 inch away from the ropes. He jabs, then goes back.
Solid right hand by Holyfield over the top. And again, Holmes suddenly unable to defend against right hand leads. Third one missed. 2 most effective punches of the bout so far for Holyfield.
Same right hand that Mike Tyson hit Larry Holmes with about 3 or 4 years ago.
No, a lot of people would say not the same right hand that Mike Tyson hit him with.
Yes, but that's been the punch, the big punch that Larry Holmes is always a little vulnerable to, because he throws the jab so often. And occasionally his opponent will time that jab and come over.
Witness his knockdowns at the hands of Ernie Shavers and Ronaldo Snipes, both with the right hand. And later Tyson, of course.
Holmes seems to function good when he's hurt, which is a rarity with fighters.
That was the great thing about Larry Holmes. He had a great left hand, great legs, but a great fighting heart as exhibited by his ability to take a punch and keep coming back.
Well, I'll tell you who else seems to function pretty well when he's hurt, and that's Evander Holyfield.
No doubt about it.
His recovery against Cooper was as blindingly rapid a recovery as you'll ever see by a heavyweight who was out on his feet.
Holmes had a problem with his vision a little bit.
Holmes cracking the counter right hand and landing it twice. Holyfield comes with his own right and misses. Holmes comes back and dominates the exchange. Larry Holmes landing at will with the right hand. And now Evander Holyfield goes back to the body.
Evander Holyfield, those left hooks he's landing now are really hurting because they're landing close to the ribs of Larry Holmes.
welcome back to the Mirage in Las Vegas. And joining us, the heavyweight champion of the world, Evander Holyfield. We are reviewing your last title fight against Larry Holmes, 3 rounds down. At this point in the fight, did you know you were in for the long haul with Larry?
Not at the 3rd round. I knew that he went to a defensive mode. I knew it was going to be tough, but I felt that eventually I was going to break him down. But my corner were asking me to stay in the middle of the ring, and I knew that if I stay in the middle of the ring, it was going to be difficult.
Trying to get him to the middle of the ring. Let's move on now to round number 5, Evander Holyfield versus Larry Holmes.
Come on. Now listen, when you get close, hit him on the arms and the shoulders.
You gotta go 2 hands. You gotta go 2 hands.
Let me see it. I don't get hot in.
Don't get up no more. Let me push you.
Well, you heard the signature advice of George Benton.
Yes.
He loves George Foreman to ask his fighters to hit their opponents on the arms and the shoulders. Effective?
You know, it would have been good if you were talking to Rocky Marciano, who had hammers in his fist. But when you're not, you're talking to a guy who's basically a sharp puncher. What damage can he do by hitting this guy on those big arms, but wear himself down?
Maybe you should talk to Benton about it sometime. He's a huge believer in it.
Marciano could crack your elbow.
Holyfield again chasing Holmes and looking for a chance to go inside against him. Holmes looking for a corner to rest him. Larry likes to use the ropes and the corner post as a 3rd leg. It balances him, it gives him extra support, makes it easier to take the opposition's punches.
Now he's got Holyfield afraid to jab, thinking he's going to hit him with a counter right hand. Holyfield should just throw wild shots just for a couple of rounds, lifts his antennas up.
It's fascinating to me that a Larry Holmes, who seemed to have so much trouble releasing the right hand against Michael Spinks 6 and 7 years ago, is quick with it now.
Well, Spinks was moving away from him, Jim. That's why. Spinks was the counter-puncher in that fight and was able to do what Larry is trying to do to Holyfield here now. He's trying to make Holyfield do most of the right hand.
That's right. Outstanding right hand by Holmes against Holyfield as Evander was coming in. But again, Evander steps right through it and back inside.
The thing with Larry Holmes, he's trying to use that right hand not as a knockout shot, but as a punishing, scare you tactic so he can relax in that ring.
And he landed again, and now Holyfield steps forward with a left. But you're right, George. Larry seems to have taken away Evander's will to jab him. Evander just toyed with the jab there, and then he stepped up and fired the body shot.
If you're a great Joe Frazier, smoking Joe Frazier, you want a guy to fight on the ropes like that. But when you're a master boxer, you got to bring this guy to the middle of the ring round.
This has been a good round for Larry Holmes, who just landed a solid uppercut moments ago.
Holyfield hurts Larry every time you hit him with that left hook.
And that time it is Holmes with the left hook to the body, and Holyfield ducked away from the right hand. Holmes misses the right. Evander with the left to the rib cage, another left to the body. Holmes looking down here and grinning at George Foreman.
He's scaring me.
He's your fraternity brother.
He's scaring me.
With the champ, Sean O'Grady, we're here at the Mirage headquarters for Friday night's heavyweight championship fight. Let's now move on to further action.
Georgie Benton advising Evander Holyfield to throw more jabs. He's only averaging 16 jabs per round. He felt coming into this fight that he could out-jab the old jabber. What's called Jabberwocky, Jim.
That's what happened when you hire the same old sparring partner over and over. You do the same old thing in the gym, although you got a lot of rounds, but you're not in shape to go forward jabbing. You're going to have to cross that leg over a little bit and move out of your octagon.
Holyfield is trying to give Benton the jab, and it set up the chance to land the right hand. There's the jab from Holyfield, and he's landing it. If he goes back to that, he can turn the momentum more back in his direction.
No, he's going to get in trouble trying that jab, but sooner or later, Holmes is going to invite him into the right hand. You got to pull Larry Holmes to you if you are Evander Holyfield.
Right
you pull a classic counterpuncher into you if he doesn't want to come, George?
You give him an inch at a time. You hit him and you move away an inch. You hit him and you move away an inch. And finally he sees, hey, where's the rope that was supposed to be behind my back? It's not there. You don't do it all at once.
Hey, guys, with two guys who prefer counterpunching in there, we had suspicions we'd be looking at a very dull fight. It hasn't been that bad so far.
A great fight. Holyfield has really been a good aggressor. I didn't think he could do it.
Do you think it's the right thing for him to do?
He doesn't know how to do it, but he's creating a fight for the fans. And you got to do that. If people pay the money, you got to give them a fight.
When we spoke to Evander yesterday, it was clear, if you read between the lines, that he was worried about a dull fight, and he wanted to be sure there would be something for the fans to remember here. Two right hands to the body by Holyfield. The first one was a damaging blow.
We should keep in mind that Holyfield is the champion. He is the aggressor. In close rounds, that's going to be to his favor.
He's getting smart now. He's starting to turn Larry Holmes and drive him alongside the rope.
Right hand by Holmes. Measuring Evander as he comes forward. And a left to the body and a right and another left by Holyfield. Good round for the champion this time around. This has been the bobbing, dancing, jabbing Evander Holyfield of the Buster Douglas fight. The night he won the heavyweight title. Mills Lane again cautioning Holmes to keep him up. Jab, jab. Holyfield fighting a George Benton architected round.
Yes,
And a left and a right.
I felt that was the best round, that he finally found the rhythm he should be in against this kind of a crafty opponent.
No doubt about it. He picked up the pace a little bit. He stopped trying to use jabs. Any kind of punch will do.
Right on the eye. Right over here on the eye. Just over here on the eye. See the butt? I didn't see it. Here, look, right on the eye. I didn't see the butt. Oh, come on. It was right over there. Look.
There is a bad cut on the right eye of Evander Holyfield. Lou Duva is claiming that it was a butt. A bad cut along the right eyebrow of the champion.
You see how you was boxing?
And they it was not a butt at all.
Just stick him and stab him. Stick him and stab him.
It was the right side of that right glove. He caught him part of the elbow. Part of the elbow.
Yep, there you go. Good call, George Foreman. Elbow on the eyebrow. That's why Mills Lane said, I didn't see the butt.
But it was actually an honestly thrown punch.
Well, one of the best cutmen in the business, Ace Murata, is the man who worked on it in Holyfield's corner, but you can see that the right eye is already badly damaged.
Holmes had better not get overconfident, because this guy, Holyfield is pinning his face.
He's in trouble, George.
Holmes better not start that.
The blood flowing across Evander's right eye. It appears to be compromising his vision. In the 6th round, he landed 59% of his punches, but he'll be a different fighter now. Now, what's the danger for Holmes, George?
To start getting overconfident, going for that eye, and this guy can throw a good shot, a good counter right hand, catching Larry reaching in.
We've gotten word from Holyfield's cutman, Ace Murata, that it is, quote, a very bad cut. And the crowd is starting to chant, Larry, Larry, Larry. Maybe they think the punch caused that cut.
Well, whatever caused it, this is an opportunity for Holyfield to show his championship medal.
Big gun.
When you're a young fighter, undefeated, things like cuts, it goes deep into your soul. You think maybe the stars, the moon, and the universe is turned against me.
He's going back to the jab. Now, it seems to me, George, that Larry's job here is to flick the jab, flick the jab constantly into Evander's eyes.
No, the jab is on the wrong side, because if he goes reaching with that jab too much on the left side of Evander Holyfield's face, he's going to get caught with that left hook that Evander's been trying hard, desperately to land all night. If it was on his right side, it would have been left side, it would have been better.
So he should forget the cut and just fight his fight.
Go continue to fight your fight. Occasionally, when he bumps into your elbow, the cut will open more. The heat in Las Vegas, Nevada, the desert would make you bleed. All of a sudden, you're not losing water, but you're losing blood.
40 seconds from now, Ace Murata will get a full minute to try to do some repair on the right eyelid of Evander Holyfield. A deep gash all the way across the eyelid. And suddenly we have drama in the dust in Las Vegas. Holyfield pounding to the body with urgency and desire.
When you're bleeding like that and you're throwing hard shots, it only weakens you more and more and more. It's like that of a bullfighter. After he's wounded the bull, the more he charges, the greater and weaker he gets.
It's Ace Murata time in Evander Holyfield's corner, and we'll watch him go to work.
I'm Sean O'Grady. We're here at the Mirage headquarters for Friday night's heavyweight championship fight. Let's now move on to further action.
You're making this guy look like he's still champion. Now don't get in a fight with him. Okay. Just step around him. He got to look for you and he can't do it.
Okay. All right, this was in the, not this past round, the round before. There you see the right elbow in an honestly thrown effort to punch by Larry Holmes. Caught Evander Holyfield across the brow. That missed punch has given new life to Holmes, because whatever he thought before, now he's looking and saying, 5 more rounds of this, I could pull this thing off.
That's right. Holyfield is fighting now to defend his, not his title, but his eye.
Because if the fight is stopped because of that cut, it would be a technical knockout victory for Larry Holmes. He would not have to go to the scorecards.
The thing with Larry Holmes, he's never been known as a left hooker to open that cut up even more.
So the left hook is the punch he would have to have in his repertoire to attack that cut.
And he doesn't have a left hook.
And Holmes is taunting and talking to Holyfield and trying to get him to come in and commit himself.
Holyfield ducks and feints and lands a left and a right. He had a pretty good round last round, fighting with the cut, bleeding. Right now, Murata has done his job, and Holyfield has vision in there as he goes in and tries to attack.
Every time Holyfield throws a good right hand, his body follows him in too. So he's getting a bit weak.
You think of all the 15-round championship fights that Holmes was involved in, he doesn't get as much opportunity in a 12-round fight to make that cut work for him.
Now, George, you were bleeding a lot more blood in your last fight than Holyfield is now. Did that weaken you? Because you came on at the end.
You know, it doesn't weaken me because of the round body type. You got a lot of water in there.
So what you're saying is it will hurt Evander a lot more than it would have hurt you or Holmes.
That's correct.
I must admit, I never heard that one before.
Whenever you can show cuts in your body, that means there's not a whole lot of liquid in there.
George has a wealth of unique theories on the sport, Larry.
All of the bodybuilders know that.
You're saying his skin is wrapped too tightly around his skeleton.
And it takes a certain lifestyle to do that. He's drinking a lot of liquids, won't get it. Now, hamburgers, on the other end, give you another look.
In another round in which Holyfield has landed the more effective punches.
Oh, it's interesting. Holmes is hardly doing anything here. I mean, I don't know if he's waiting for Holyfield to make a mistake, but he's not doing enough to win a round, even if he rallies in 15 seconds or so. He's just not doing anything.
He thinks the cut out means he's ahead. Holyfield dropping his hand.
In the last 2 rounds, it wouldn't appear to be the case.
Holyfield starting to bounce around and move it.
Holyfield is using his superior footwork and speed. Get around the ring, make Larry come to him, and score with his opportunities. Left hook scores. It's been a Another pretty good round for Evander Holyfield, fighting with...
We're back in the Mirage, and that cut has healed up quite sufficiently, but at the experience of your first experience with a bad cut in that fight with Holmes, what are you thinking now of all the things that are on your mind which have never occurred to you during a fight?
Well, you know, I've never been cut, and I'm thinking, do I go out and try to take him out, or do I wait for the referee to step in and say, well, you know, he's a cut and it's my championship? So I have a mixed emotion, but I guess the most positive thing what happened in the fight, it kind of made Larry Holmes come out from the ropes and start using the jab, which gave me an opportunity to use my boxing ability.
You showed great adaptability in that fight. How did now the strategy change with the cut?
Well, with the cut, now I got Larry Holmes trying to open the cut wider. So, and the fact that he's trying to open the cut wider, it gives me a chance to use my hand speed and to use my legs and get him a chance to use his leg where he can get tighter.
Rounds number 9 and 10, the champ able to bring the ex-champ out of the corner into the center of the ring. Let's now pick up the action in round number 11.
Donald Water, it's 11th round. Box this guy. Move him around. Come on, this guy.
14 months ago, it was George Foreman who went the distance with champion Evander Holyfield at age 42. And now, if he can stand 6 more minutes, Larry Holmes will have accomplished the same thing.
What I'm curious about is if Larry Holmes is going to come out and really try to end this fight dramatically, or if he's going to be content to be a good loser.
Holyfield is hurt. Holyfield is actually being hurt by those right hands.
I think the first one really got him, George.
That's right, and he's trying to act along with it, but he's hurt. And in the past, the Duga corner, all the fighters seem to get a little itchy in the last round. They don't seem to protect themselves.
You're thinking of Melzer Taylor against Julio Cesar Chavez. And maybe Holyfield against you. He gave you a chance or two in the 12th.
Well, that's right. Holmes is awful confident. He's standing straight up, trying to deliver right hand.
Good left hook by Holyfield, and he steps back away from Holmes' jab. Another left hook by Holyfield. And a right hand. These are accurate punches by Holyfield, and they underline 2 things. Number 1, he still feels pretty good. Number 2, he does not have the kind of punching power necessary to hurt big heavyweights when he lands 1 or 2 or 3 shots.
But you just can't get overconfident now with him, because you come forward, he'll meet you with a good right hand.
To the body with the left. Holmes has stopped punching for the moment.
He wants one good right hand that he feels can drop Evander Holyfield. And I don't understand that.
Holmes now ducking away from the body punches. Evander firmly in command in this round after having taken 2 right hands to open it. Larry stands at the rope, says, come to me, and Evander says, no dice. You come to me, big man.
Larry Holmes wants to win the title. He's the one who's got to go get it.
Well, does he want to win the title, or did he want to collect $7 million?
Well, I think he's fought better than a lot of people expected tonight. You can't say he came here not to win, but right now he's got an opportunity, and he's got to take advantage of it or go home.
Good left hand by Holyfield. Holmes had been missing with the jab. Evander stepped in and pounded it. Left and a right by Holyfield. Holmes lands another right, and that one was flush. The second right hand caught Evander right on the jaw.
And did nothing.
Yep. Time. Neutral corner. Larry Holmes needs a glove to be laced.
At this time, I should point out that there are 3 Georgians in the ring now. How about that for trivia?
All right, here we go.
Holmes was born in Cuthbert, Georgia.
Cut the tree.
Evander Holyfield is from the Atlanta area. And the referee, Mills Lane, is from the Savannah area.
All right, here we go. All right, time. All right, here we go.
Gushing from above the right eye of Holyfield. Only 10 seconds to go in the round, though. And then only the 12th will remain. Interesting round to score. Both fighters landed effective blows. Maybe Larry got the better of it.
arms at you. He's going to go out the boat. You understand? So have you had that?
3 minutes, baby.
3 minutes. 3 minutes, baby.
3 minutes in the new. I got to knock him out.
You gonna knock him out?
There's the straight right hand by Larry Holmes. Quick right hand. Not all of his body into it, but a good effective punch. Just not effective enough against the stout chin and heart of the champion.
3 minutes, champ.
3 minutes. Walk him down and punch on him. You can do it.
Last round.
You hear? I yelled, they go. Made him good.
Larry, 106, 103, 7 rounds to 4. Evander Holyfield. I think Holmes needs a knockout to win the fight.
Evander Holyfield's 10th fight as a heavyweight. His 3rd defense of the heavyweight championship he won from Buster Douglas. He has been fighting for 5 rounds now with a vicious cut all across his right eyelid, and the trickle of blood begins again with 2.5 minutes to go. Larry Holmes looking for a big right hand, which might win him back the title he lost to Michael Spinks in 1985.
Fought an excellent fight, leaving Larry Holmes, but against the wrong kind of guy. Only had a left hook.
Holyfield bouncing and moving, trying to use his superior conditioning and energy to sew up the last round and eliminate any questions that might still exist in the minds of the judges. A much busier Holyfield now than we saw in round 11. Second time in 14 months, though, he's been taken into the 12th round by a 42-year-old former champion. And this will do little, even if he wins it, to enhance Evander Holyfield's reputation as a heavyweight champion. That must await further title defenses.
And his corner sound like amateur cheerleaders. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go.
Crowd coming alive with a minute and a half to go. Their sentiments clearly with Larry Holmes. He never got this kind of adulation from a Vegas crowd when he was defending the title 20 consecutive times.
Seems that Holyfield is going to have to get some gray hairs just to get the crowd on his side.
Holmes landed another right hand, and again Holyfield steps forward in return. A left hand by Holmes. I think he won the 11th round. If the old man wins the 12th, maybe he can make a statement for the judges that would throw this thing into doubt.
Holmes has been very clever in this fight, not expending more energy than he has to, not fighting more than he has to.
And I think he's winning the 12th round right now, which at the very least will be a small embarrassment for the champion, who prizes his conditioning as his biggest asset. Now Holyfield tries to come back with a statement of his own. Blood flowing, punches flying. Evander Holyfield says, "I am a man." And Holmes hits him again with the right hand.
Holyfield has got a courageous heart. Here's a man bleeding for the first time. Believe me, it bothers you when you've never had it happen to you.
There it is.
High marks to Larry Holmes for fighting as well as he did.
So Evander Holyfield continues as the champion who really can't win until he faces a Riddick Bowe or a Lennox Lewis or a Razor Ruddock.